actually at. I can see all of these signs here. So now hold on. Oh, come back around to me, baby. Oh, yeah, there we go. Lovely. This is a lovely idea. I suppose we step inside just because there's a lot of ugly, kind of rowdy people here. Go on, Morrison's. And yeah, this is lovely.
A work in progress is what we're calling it.
Well, the gorgeous Dave, of course, is part of the work in progress today because the whole place has just been set up. It's a lovely idea to get people familiar with what Greystones 2020 is all about. There was a wonderful launch night in the theatre, and that sort of was the first kind of inclination of this is a group of people who really feel there's lots to be done in this town that can be beneficial to just about everybody. And you just joined, could you say you joined last night, or have you been sort of thinking about it for a while?
I've been involved since the launch. Actually, I came to the launch and I really liked the energy behind it. I think Greystones is a wonderful place to live. I've been a convert for a long time, my home, and I've always been able to be involved in interesting community projects, the playground or whatever it was. And just really liked the energy behind Greystones 2020. It's all good news. It's how to make this village, this town, this lovely place of ours even better in the future, to have a hand in that. So I just liked the energy and got involved at that point.
Well, it's a wonderful thing because I know the rest of the committee is a little bit Fraggle Rock. They are an ugly bunch, so it's great to have a good looking person just involved.
I feel so nice cheap and used.
Well, we should mention now, people will be familiar now. We have pointed out that these wonderful portraits, 16 portraits by the great Tom Byrne, artist from Main Street, will be gracing the dark station. There will be a huge amount of work going on down there just to basically almost turn it into an art gallery, which is a lovely idea. That it's a lovely station. It's obviously a very, very big part since 1888. I think it's been down there. So it's lovely to think that we're going to celebrate not only this crucial part of the town, but also many of the wonderful people who've lived here, who've contributed to art. And I did notice there's no portrait of me though. I can do that myself.
Yeah, we'll work on that.
I can do my own, and I'll get it ready for you by Tuesday. I'll definitely.
We'll find a nice quiet corner for that one.
So there are many different ideas, and the whole idea is to pull together people, connect people who can help each other and can get things done, because there's always that fascinating thing to me that you know, somebody is a good electrician and somebody else is a good plumber and all that. It's a little bit like that in a town. Pull those people together and we can build something, and that goes for, you know, not only art but you know, lots of different kind of projects that will help the town.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I don't know whether you would feel now there's certain things that people can expect this year. I know, as I said, that the wonderful dart station is going to be in effect very, very soon, and the great Kern homes have been a big plus there. They've sort of helped to.
Yeah, they've been great.
Yeah.
There's a few key projects really. I mean, some of them sound small as Christmas lights.
Of course, yeah.
But think of what Greystones would be like in the absence of Christmas lights.
Well, it's a big thing to the kids, especially.
And we don't have a Chamber of Commerce in Greystones or anything like that. So Greystones 2020 is kind of taking over a few of those, I suppose, less glamorous but really important projects to make Christmas special in Greystones. So the Christmas lights is one of the projects. The train station, as you mentioned, it's really, you know, the train station is the first doorway that a lot of people come through into this home of ours. And I think to be able to set the tone of art, of beauty, of appreciation that will do, it would be just really special. We're also looking at various events, things like festivals, music events. You know, we have a long history. There used to be the Arts Festival. We have the parade for Patrick's Day. All these types of events are just really the tip of the iceberg. And at this point, we're idea gathering. People have seen things that we're a well-traveled town. People travel far and wide. So to hear from people, what festivals have you been to that you liked? What ideas do you have to keep the vibrancy and energy of Greystones going the direction that we want it to, really, is what this is about.
Sweet. Well, I do think that people will see the sense of it straight away, because it's a very, very good time for Greystones. There's a sense that you know, we haven't had it so good for a long time. But there's definitely work to be done. I know that, you know, places like the harbour and that, there's always kind of steps forward in trying to, you know, basically make it more useful and more wonderful for people. When the park arrives, I know they're working on the boardwalk at the moment. But there's all these sort of steps. We're hopefully getting that pontoon. That might take a little bit of planning, but that's certainly going to happen. And I'm talking to somebody about maybe putting the diving board back on the men's, because we do kind of reach the water now, so it'd be nice to sort of have a full run at it. There's lots of good things. I think what we'll finish with is we'll have a quick look, just the dark idea, which I think is wonderful. We'll just have a look at because this is one of the Main Street
concept drawings.
Yeah, we're on the Main Street, which is the people right in between the beautiful Bitter Lemon and Super Value and around Robinson's, but people can pop in and see for themselves the various different ideas that are beginning to take seed. and will hopefully bear lots of fruit over the coming months and years. That's the idea. It's a sort of plan now for the future and make things happen.
Exactly.
It won't be an overnight thing. These things, if they're well done, take a little bit of time.
And it's also a matter of funding. So part of the reason to get organized is if you're organized, you can apply for different grants, different funding options that exist for planning and towns. So that's the other purpose of really getting organized, to see what we can access.
Thing. It's connecting the right people with the right kind of help, and basically that help is often getting funding for good ideas.
Yep.
And before you know it, it's happening, which is a great thing. So you'll be able to sort out funding for the guide, right? I'll talk to you after.
Yeah, exactly.
I need about $1 million. Just a startup kind of $1 million would be great. But it's a lovely spot. I know you're going to be here for a few weeks. A lovely
We're here for the next 3 weeks.
Right.
At the moment, the hours are Friday and Saturday from 12 to 2. And then what we're doing, because that doesn't suit all the local businesses who've been so supportive and enthusiastic, so we will be putting on a couple of evening hours as well.
Nice.
Probably in the third week between maybe 5 and 7. But we'll have the hours will always be posted on the door. So if you're walking by and it's not open, you can still glance in and look at the art and find a time to come in.
And we'll put the list up on the guide as well. People just want to check before they leave the house.
Great.
Just
Thank
to sort of know
Appreciate
it's open.
that.
And we should say a big shout out to the McGoverns have sort of let the premises kind of be available to 2020, which is another sign of just basically the town helping the town.
It's just been wonderful. Everyone we've asked for, can we borrow a couch? Can we use the office? Can we? And there's just been a huge yes behind this, and so that's a really nice thing to be involved in.
Beautiful. Well, as I said, I look forward to all these gorgeous ideas coming to fruition, especially when my portrait. I'm so delighted about that. I want to thank you all.
About
for
this big, yeah. Well, about
No, I have a large head. I think it would probably need to be a little bit larger than that. But yeah, nicely done. And we'll keep people informed of each little beautiful step that's made.
Great. Thanks for your time.
Cool.